cut off a while back. Oh, sorry, people waiting. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So setting yourself up, 2 blocks of mat, a layer for the conclusion so that you're warm enough when we sit, right? And we will, good morning, start on our backs, right? So simple. Whichever, if you want music, whichever playlist you choose, let your hands rest overhead. Good morning, Jennifer. Hello. Hands overhead, rest. And let it be that simple. Lift your feet so that only the heels rest on the floor. And as you press your heels a little away from your hips, let the low back lengthen into the floor. So your toes are lifted, the balls of the feet are lifted, the heels are down. Press down and away into the heels, and this will lengthen the low back into the floor. And gently roll the feet flat down and relax the thighs, and the low back may rise. And as the low back rises a little bit, you breathe in and widen your rib cage. Good. Feeling the breath start to have a little more action through your body. Interlace your fingers and turn your palms away from you. So the palms are facing away from the crown of the head. Stay a beat, stay a beat. Feel how that starts to change the ribs, starts to change the spine. So knees are bent, feet are flat, palms are facing away from the crown of your head. Bend your elbows, put your knuckles on the crown of your head. Elbows wide. See if you can get the backs of your arms to the floor. This will be inhale, press your arms straight. This is exhale, navel the spine, flatten your low back. Inhale, arch your back. Knuckles to your crown. Exhale, press straight, 5. Inhale, widen. Exhale, press straight, lengthen the low back, 4. And in. And out. And in. And out. And stay. Good. Float your feet off the floor, float your hands in front of your thighs. So your palms are facing your thighs, but you're not touching. Straighten your left leg out and back up. Straight and back up. Inhale as you straighten, exhale, back up. So your palms are simply facing the end of your mat. Your right knee is floating, your arms are nice and steady, and we're starting to open the left hip, and we're beginning to anchor the left low abdomen. So we're working a lot of asymmetry today, one side versus the other side. The right side brain is responsible for the motor action of the left side of your body. But the right side, left side have characteristics. They have emotions. They heat, they cool, masculine, feminine, intuitive, logical. So if we move one side at a time, we'll create an inner balance. That's what we're going for. Take your right hand overhead as your left leg extends. Open and close. Stabilize your right shoulder down into the floor and towards the spine. So you may start to feel a little bit of action, a little bit of heat in the left low hip. 3, 2. Good. Straighten your right leg only and back up. Open and close, open and close. Start to feel what you've been holding coming a little bit unstuck. Starting to find a little bit of momentum. Sometimes if I've had a little bit of venom in my mind, it starts to open up here, and I can find a little anger again. I can find a little bitterness move through me. Just keep the body moving, let it through. Feel it, know it, let it pass. Left hand overhead, right leg long. Inhale, open, exhale, close, nearly there. So we test ourselves. We turn on our deliberation right here. We flush out the ways in which we've been holding, the ways in which we've been coping. We're no longer coping, now we're moving, now we're acting. Open, close deliberately, a little more clearly, a little more fully. Go 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. And knees to chest. Draw your thighs in, thighs in, thighs in, thighs in. Shake out your feet, hands on shins, shake out your feet. Deep, deep crease in the hips. Shake the knees side to side. And roll all the way up and over. Add the blanket under your knees, add the blocks up in front. So similar motion on hands, knees. Start with a cat-cow. Round the back, tuck the chin, drop the head, let your hips move side to side. Drop your head further, reach side to side further, and then splay your hands evenly, beautifully on the ground. Anchor into the heels of your hands and then try to spin the right hand toward 3 o'clock, the left hand towards 9. From there, drop your navel, lift your heart, and round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. So you're drawing your hips towards your heart and then sending your hips towards your heels. Allow your spine to follow the momentum of your hips. Try to spin your fingers away from the center line. And feel that start to flush the breath a little further. So the same movement in the spine. Good. We're going to add, step your left knee toward the center and take your right knee to your chest and then out. Exhale to the chest, inhale, open. So you're reaching all the way back. Anchor into the toes and the ball of your foot. Little bend in your elbows. Draw your elbows towards the center line. Spin your fingers away. There's your base. Move. Draw your right knee up towards your outer right shoulder and across to the left behind you. So you get bigger. Get bigger in your movements. Get bigger in the demands that you're making. I want this. Right? 5, 4, 3, 2. And step your right foot out to the right. Put your foot flat to the floor. Look at your hands, walk them forward a step onto your fingertips, left toes tucked under. Take your hips to that left heel. Inhale, rise up, look forward, heart forward, and then exhale, go back. Good. Rise up, stand in your outer foot, and keep that as you draw back and stay. No, a little bit side to side. A little bit side to side. Let it open the armpits, let it open the elbows, let it open the chest and the top of your right foot and the sole of your left foot. Rise, hands, knees, right foot steps outside of your right hand, both blocks under the left hand. Lots of height, lots of space, and the right hand can make a big, juicy circle. And let your hips come forward and back. So open, open, open through the right outer foot, the right heel, the right outer hip, and draw your fingertips away from your elbow. And then draw your elbow away from your shoulder. And draw your shoulder towards your heart. Can you feel that? Can you go in different directions in your arm and then let that drive your circle? Right arm beside your right ear, hips forward and back, just like that. See where you can go using your right heel. That's it. And then slowly bend and stay where you can. Lift the back knee. Scissor the thighs, revolve. Turn your chin from shoulder to shoulder. And feel that turn, open your navel, and reach all the way to the back heel. And then stay. Yeah. Back heel back. Step and bend your front knee. Go you, that's it. And 2 hands down. Hands, knees, cat-cow. Feel the difference. And this time turn your thumbs forward, turn your fingers away. So your fingers are pointing, right fingers point towards 3 o'clock, left fingers point towards 9. Use your hands to draw your heart now, not just the hips, but your heart forward and back. Use your hands to move your heart. So you're a little higher in the spine, a little fuller. For me, the breath gets a little smaller because the muscles are so active. 3, 2, turn your fingers forward and set your knee to your chest. So you no longer have your fingers pointing away. That's it. Little bend in the elbows, elbows a little in towards the center line. And get bigger, reaching back. Good. And then up to the left shoulder with your knee and cross to the right. So we're opening the back body, the front body, the outer hip, the shoulders, the hands. 3, yeah. 2, good. And step your left foot wide out in line with your hip, foot to the floor. Look to your hands, onto your fingertips. Walk a step forward, right toe stepped under, fold back. Exhale. Into hands, knees, broaden your chest. And exhale, tuck of the chin, navel to spine. And rise. Lengthen out. And take your time folding back. And as you settle, a little bit side to side. Through the ribs. Put your outer left foot flat to the floor. Open the elbows, the armpits, the arches of your feet. Make space for what's no longer necessary to move through you. And rise. Putting your left foot on the mat, turn your toes out to 10 o'clock and 2 blocks under your right hand, right shoulder. Right toes are tucked under behind you so that you can begin a big circle of the left hand and allow your hips to come forward and back. Imagining that in the body there are channels. And the way in which a garden hose can be folded. And with that fold, it can be kinked, and in the kink, the water flow stops. So as you unkink, unblock these channels, everything necessary moves through you. Reach your hand away from your elbow away from your shoulder, and your shoulder towards your heart. And then keep that arm, exactly that tension in it, right beside the left ear. And come forward and back with the hips. Take your time. Where does it need to go? And slowly bend the left knee and stay. Now only the chin. Turn to the top shoulder and then the bottom shoulder. Roll open and roll close. Feel that all the way to the navel. Good. Next time you look up, stay and lift your right knee. Plug into the right shoulder. Back heel reaches back, front knee reaches forward. 2. And looking down, hands down, set your blocks up at the top of the mat. Knees wide, fingertips, toes together. Just let yourself come back to center. Left hip, right hip. The arms are floating, the forearms off the floor, the armpits rising, the seat draws back. And drop your head right down the middle, perhaps your forehead finding the floor. Reach your hands out of your elbows out of your shoulders towards your heart. To hands and knees. Palms flat, tuck toes, down dog. Hips side to side. Bend one knee, bend the other. So the chest may feel further open than the hips. Press your hands down in a way and lift your heart towards your hips. Good. Look forward, step your right foot up and your left knee down, hands high. Palms together and just drop your thumbs towards your spine, elbows wrap in. This will be out, so hands up high, look up, inhale. And fold down, stepping up. If you need to, hands on blocks. And now, hands on hips, unfold, and sweep wide. Thumbs down your back, tuck your chin, lift your toes. Elbows in, elbows in, elbows in. Release, toes down, hands up. And hands wide, big bend in the knees. Right foot steps back, right knee down. Hands high. Palms together, exhale, tuck the chin, hands down the back. And then look up, reach up. And fold hands down. Step back, down dog. A breath. A breath. Left foot steps up, right knee down. Hands high. Inhale up. Palms together, down the back. Release, look up, reach. And fold hands down, step up, folding. Starting to feel a little quiet. Bend your knees, hands wide. Heart up, hands up, stand up, palms together. Down the back, lift the toes, tuck the chin. And reach up. Bend to the knees, hands wide, floor. Step the left foot back, the left knee down, hands up high. And then down the back. Reach up, look up. Hands down, step back, down, up. Press. Breath in. Breath out. High plank, breath in. Breath out. Down dog. Breath out. Left foot steps up, right knee down. Hands up high, inhale, open it up. Palms together, down the back, tuck the chin, elbows in. And then release, reach. And fold. Step up. Hands wide. Turn your thumbs, lift your heart, drop your seat, stand up tall. Down the back. And release, looking up. Bend your knees, sweep wide, float. Right foot steps back, right knee down, hands up. Palms together, down the back, no rush. And release. And hands down. Step back, down dog. High plank. Flat to the floor. Cobra, so hips on the mat, hips on the blanket. Peel up, tuck the chin, halfway down. Firm your legs all the way up. Forehead to the floor, all the way down. Steady and quiet, all the way up. Halfway down, firm the legs. navel to spine, and breath. Hands, knees, down, down. Breath in the nose, out the mouth. Again, the nose, the mouth, the nose. Right foot steps up, left knee down, 2 hands up, reach from your knee to your hand. Palms together, down the back. Reach up, look up, and wide down. Step up, lift halfway, fold in, all the way out. Hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, stand up. Palms together, tuck your chin, bring it in. Reach up, interlace your fingers, press straight up. Exhale, tuck of the chin. Inhale, knuckles to your head, elbows wide, exhale, press. Inhale, hands down, elbows wide. Exhale, press, navel to spine, heels to the floor. Look up, bend your elbows, knuckles on your forehead. Now tuck your chin, exhale, press, 3 of those. Inhale, look up, open your chest. Exhale, press, heels down. You're grounding your energy. Inhale, open the throat. Exhale, press. Soft knees, release, fold, we go. Beauty. Lift halfway. Fold again, deepen, let it go. Yes. Lift halfway. Left foot steps back, left knee down, 2 hands high. Bring it up, inhale. Keep your left hand where it is, right hand back to your left thigh. A little forward, a little back. Starting to open, starting to lengthen. Lift your eyebrows, widen your perspective. What can you see to the left and to the right? Stay 3. Heart is up, throat is open, chin is lifted, eyebrows up. And left hand down, step back, down dog. Hands and knees, put 2 blocks under the left hand. Turn your left toes out, toes tucked under, right hand up, over. Good, left toes are tucked under. Make a fist with your right hand, elbow to knee. Bring it in and open. Flush the right side. Exhale, tuck, inhale, open your pace. Be deliberate. Use the knee on the floor. Use the hands on the blocks. Get your right foot all the way down to the floor and then stay. Pivot the left foot closer to the blocks. Press the toes down. Send the left hip high. And feel the navel open, the heart lengthen. Reach from your elbow to your right hand. Your shoulder to your elbow, and then your shoulder into the heart. Bend your right elbow, hand behind your head. Look up. Go, 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 go. Fall a little bit back. And right hand out, look down, hand downward. Good, facing dog. Right hand down and away, right hip high, right heel down, left knee soft. So the right thigh goes back and the left knee softens. Drop your head. So use the asymmetry of the pose. Looking at your right heel. Lift your heel off the floor. Pivot on the ball of your foot. Turn your heel in. Your toes out. Now heel down. And lean back into the outer hip. Tuck the chin towards your right chest. Roll the right big toe down and the right outer heel down. Square it off, knees wide, toes together. And as you go to child's pose, walk to the left. A big step, hands are off the mat. Put your left palm down and put your right hand on top of your left. Then allow the right ribs to spin down. Feeling the right palm on the left. Right outer shoulder opening. Good. Find center. that the right side should be has the opportunity to be a little bit different or wildly different. Left foot steps up. Right knee comes down, hands come up high, other side. Left hand down to the back of your right thigh. Up, open, now forward and back. Lightly straighten and bend the left knee. You're drawing your chin away from your collarbones. You're drawing your collarbones away from your hips. Your hips make space away from your knees. Stay. Widen your gaze. Open your eyes. Lift your eyebrows. Ah. And sit downward facing back. Good. Bring your hands and knees. So I've spun, so I'm at the other side, but you're just going to put your 2 blocks under your right hand, turn your right toes under, your left foot flat, sweep up, sweep over. When you're ready, stable sound, right toes tucked under, make a left hand fist, elbow to knee, 5 times your pace. And come open and close that whole left side body. Unkinking those channels, the way in which everything moves through you. Memory, anger, blood, nutrients. And then you anchor your left foot to the floor and you pause. Pivot your right foot closer to the block. Open the right hip forward. Stand in the outer left foot. Left hand away from your elbow. Left elbow away from your shoulder, shoulder toward the heart. Bend your left elbow, catch the back of your head, fall back. Reach right into the tip of your elbow. Hips forward, chest broad. 2. Release. Look down. Set downward facing dog. Soft bend in the right knee. Left hand down and away. Left hip high. Drop your head. Right side soft, left side strong. Looking at your left heel. Lift it up, pivot on the ball of the foot. Heel comes in. Toes turn out, set it down, and press. Press your left hand down and away. Lift your ribs so slightly. Outer hip back, outer heel down, hands down. Lift your heels, center, knees wide, toes together. As you fold towards child, walk your hands to the right. Right hand down, left hand on top. That's it. Now spin your left shoulder. Yeah, there you go. Spin your left rib and reach your left hip back. Drop your head. Your hands press down and away. The navel up into the body, the hips to the heels. 2. Then center it out. Downward facing dog. Feel the left and the right come together. Soft bend in your elbows like a little bird. Flap your elbows and then wrap them in towards each other. Little bend in the knees. Little bend in the elbows. Elbows wrap in. Press your hands away. As they press away, lift your heart up into the ribs and press your heels and hips back. Elbows wrapping in. Outer shoulders wrapping back. Arms getting longer. Base of the thumb. Base of the first finger. That's your anchor. Let it tuck your heart into the back of your ribs. Long from your heels to your toes. Feel the body as though all the bones are a little bit longer. all your options are a little bit bigger. Nice. Look forward, step your left foot up, pivot on your feet, and come to the center of your mat. Fingertips under your shoulders, big bend to the right and then to the left. So anchoring your outer feet, the heels and the balls of your feet on the floor, move from your feet. Yes, like you had suckers. And then your tail can really reach back and it creates a crisp crease for your hips. Lori, lift your heart like an inch. There you go, there you go. Now bend. Use the blocks if you like. So knees bend in the center, hands to your hips, stand up tall. Perfect, hands wide. Bending your right knee. Take your left hand in front or towards your right foot. If you choose, fingers point to 3 o'clock. Or if you choose, fingers point towards 6 o'clock, fingers pointing towards the right toes. Just check out the posture. If you need a block, you'd put it under your left hand, right where we are, and look up. This will be exhale. Stand up tall, left hand wide. Same side 4 times. Bend your right knee, left hand down, spin your fingers, turn. Inhale, stand up tall, left hand reaching wide. Good, do it 3 more. Bend, turn your navel as you turn your hand. Inhale up. So as you spin your fingertips towards your toes, turn your navel towards your right waist. Awesome. 1 more like that, go. And spin. And stay. So the right hip reaches back, turn your right palm to the front, and as you can, reach towards over the crown of your head. And then look down and sweep your right hand back as you can. Everybody's shoulders different, sweep over as you can. That's it, reaching overhead. Awesome, turn the navel. Look down, sweep back, 3 of those. Clear out the right side of your spine, the underside of your shoulder joint. You're going to pause when your hand is overhead. Ha! Good. Look down, right hand to hip, stand tall. Pause. So you have a line from your right heel to your left shoulder, hands wide. Good. Bend the left knee and set up your right hand. So the fingertips may turn to 9 o'clock. Adjust your feet as needed or spin your fingers back towards your toes. If you need a block, it goes under the right hand. And stand tall. This is inhale, we do 4. Bend the left knee. Turn the navel. And widen out. Unfold. So knee bends. Turn your hand, turn your navel, turn your gaze. And unturn. Hands wide. That's it. Bend the left knee deeply. Hinge of the hips. Turn the hands. Spin. And up, open. Good. This time we stay. Bend the knee, turn the hand, turn the navel. If you need to, look down. As you can, explore left hand overhead. Explore left hand overhead. It's big. Give it time. And then turning your left palm to the ceiling. Take it back to the left hip. Look down. The inhale, it comes over your pace. Take your time. And explore. We're clearing the central channel, the sides of the spine, all the ways in which everything is connected from the outside to the inside. It travels through this center line. Good, 1 more. You'll keep it overhead for a breath. And just pause. Turn the navel, turn the hand, turn the gaze. And looking down, stand tall. Step to the top of the mat. Get your strap. Keep your strap quite wide so you can go up and over your shoulders. So with the deep turns, we start to sort of unearth layers that are caught deeper in the body. Take your time. It can be a tea towel, it can be a scarf, it can be a belt, anything you have. And then from the chest, you can begin to add the legs, a bend of the knees, the tail goes back around of the chest and up over. Again, lifting your chin away from your collarbones at the top. We'll begin to open the front surface of your body. The way we express ourselves becomes clearer. Not just inside of us, but what we say. Good. Keep your hands behind you. And wrap your strap in one time. So the palms face away, the chest is broad, feet are hip distance. The chin goes up as the knuckles go down. Bring your upper arms towards each other. Again, toes lift, heels down. And then draw your ribs back because you're going to want to blow out. That's it. Ribs back, thighs back, then toes down. From there, bend your knees, tail back. Fold your heart to your thighs, your hands overhead. And in that posture, then the hips can come up and the hands can go over. So your ribs on your thighs as you can. Stay a beat, turn your chin, let it fold, and we let it move. Hands down, sit down, lift your throat, lift your chin, stand up tall. And then chin down, hips back, folding. Drop your head, lift your hips, chin to the heart. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, stand up, chin up. Folding. And hips up overhead. So if it makes you a little bit lightheaded, you're moving what's unneeded. Old, stagnant energy is going to have a really strange circulation in us. And we want to move that gently through the body. There's no hurry, but you may feel sort of that inner garbage moving out as we clear the spine. One more time we go, sit down and fold over. In that fold, heel toe, one foot a little wider, the other foot a little wider, knees bend, and side to side. Oh. Turning one side, turning the other. That's it. Hands overhead as you can. Good. Bigger bend in your knees, widen your knees, get in there. That's it. Drop your head, Lori. That's the plan. And then hands down. Sit down. Stand up. Release the straps. And just pause. Just pause. There's going to be a rush. Let it through. It's going to be a rush. It's going to move through you. Though if we can stay in the chaos, there's space on the other side. If we move now, we're going to keep whatever mess is trying to leave. Let it through. Inhale up. Turn your palms away and down, 10 of them, sweeping it out. If we scrub a dirty pot, we rinse it off. Good. Clear the space around you. Two. Slowly on the last one, your palms turn away, reach your fingers away from your elbows out of your shoulders into your body. And we stand. Step your feet a little closer, hip distance, just Tadasana. Just like your hands, try to spin your feet. So the right foot's trying to spin to the right towards 3 o'clock, and the left foot is trying to spin towards 9 o'clock, and you're drawing your thighs towards the bone, toward the femur. And there's a gathering of the legs. As the feet try to spin, the low back can widen, the tail can drop, the navel draws in. So there's this sensation of organization in the low body, and the upper body can be free. And just notice any other congestion, anything that needs to go out. This is the chance. The body's stable. You just shift your weight to your right foot and let your left knee rise. Interlace your fingers, find your left shin, stand up tall. So you've made gorgeous, clean, clear lines. Use these. Right foot down into the heel and try a little bit. Give me a little tiny spin to the right, and that will stabilize the right side. Right hand high. Flex your left foot as though standing on a box, and lift it like you're just trying to get it over a box, and then the left hand high. And stand in both feet. Spin your thumbs wide behind you, your pinkies coming in, your navel coming in. That's it. Keep the hands, keep the gaze. A little bend in your right knee, you're going to hinge and press the left heel back. Press that left heel on the back wall, go 3. From the navel to the spine, 2. Press into the heels, press into your fingertips, draw the knee back to the chest, bend to the right knee, stand up tall. Perfect. Foot to the floor, hands wide, eyes on one point, don't miss it, don't miss it. You've made total clarity. This sensation of knowing what to do. Out the fingers. Left heel down. Try to spin the toes a little to the left. Feel the left hip engage, the thigh engage. From that anchor, the right knee floats. No work. Interlace. And stand tall. Feel it settle you. Everything you need to know is within you. Lift your right foot over that box. Left hand high, thumb points back. Down into the heel, toes are long. Right hand high. You're drawing your right foot over a box. Thumbs point back. Wrap your pinkies in, navel to spine. Good. This is your form. A little bend in the left knee, hinge. Plant your right foot on the wall behind you. Navel to spine, look straight down. Press 3. Press 2. To come out, you bend the left knee, right knee to chest. Press straight down to rise straight up. Returning. Over that box. Foot to the floor, turn your palms away. Take your time putting it down, landing down, chest breath. Thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. Palms face back. Palms face back. Feel it down the tops of the shoulders, the backs of the arms. Palms face back. Palms face back. Thumbs point back. Pinkies point forward. Stay. Thumbs point back. More. 3. 2. Interlace your fingers behind you. Palms face away. Knuckles up the back. Feel it through the collarbone. Step your left foot back. Good. Super simple. Hinge at the hips. Soft front knee. Elbows back. Elbows back. Elbows back. Fold 3. Broaden the collarbones. Lengthen the right leg. 2. Elbows back. Put a bend in your right knee. Press straight down. Lead with your chin. Lead with your chin. Elbows wide, elbows wide. Lead with your chin. Go up, go up. We're making a back bend. Go up, go up, go back. Broaden your elbows. Lift your heart. 3. Good, 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 good. 2. Chin to the chest. Chin to the chest. Chin to the chest. Step your left foot up. Back bend includes the throat and the neck, oddly enough. Hands a little higher, interlace your fingers. Change which finger is on top. So my right first finger's on top. I'm going to change the cross. Feels like someone else is holding my hands. Step your right foot back. Square the right hip forward. Heart is high. Chest is broad. Elbows back. Building this. Stability. Certainty. Lead with your chin. Fold. Right hip forward. Left hip back. Fold. You know what you're doing. You know where you're going. Fold. Little bend in the left knee. Press straight down. Lead with your chin. Lift your heart. Elbows back. Lift your eyebrows. Take a breath. And go back. Hips come forward. Heart comes high. Elbows back. Chin up. Throat broad. Eyes open. And then chin to the chest. Good. upright. Stand. One option, making fists. Fists in the back body, elbows going back, hips coming forward, take it further. Or fingers point up the back, palms to the body, thumbs to the spine, pinkies wide, hips forward, heart high, chest broad, open your eyes, stand in your heels. So the legs are standing straight like Tadasana. Try to spin your feet right to the right, left foot left, heart high, stand in your feet. The more you stand in the feet, the heart comes up, not back. Widen your eyes, strengthen your legs. You're not falling apart, you're not falling back, you are open. One more, one more, one more. Oh. Upright, chin first, heart follows, hands down, stand. Heels down, we'll drop your tail, we'll counterpose the back. Last place to go. Knees bend, chin down. So the blocks go under your right fingertips. We built this last time. Cross your right foot behind your left. Catch the foot. You know where you're going. So the hinge of the hip. Gaze to the floor. Left hand holds the right foot. Right hand on the block. Square your hips, square your shoulders, you're steady. Navel to spine. So a bend in the left knee, right hand to the right hip. Stand tall. Gaze on one point. Send your right kneecap down. Open your right thigh. Open that left shoulder, right hand high. Feel the asymmetry. Feel everything you've made. Just let it run through you. All the shaking, all the questions. Send your hips forward. Tail down. A little lift of the back foot. Clear your eyes, your vision. You're not inside anymore. Look and see what you're looking at. Good. Hand to the hip. Bend the right knee. Hinge at the hip. Look to the blocks. Hand down. Awesome. Lift your right knee higher, 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 higher. Fold forward. Lift your right knee higher, higher, higher. And then right knee comes down. Ha! Release your foot. Set your block to the other side without even doubting left hand to the left block. Right hand behind you, catch the top of the left foot. Little bend in the right knee, you know where you're going. Left hand to the left hip, gaze on one point. Unfold. Stand. Let it open, let it open, let it open. You know where you are. Left hand high. Look out of your body. All that balance. Lift the back foot, left knee down. See. See from here. Left thumb points back. Pinkies point forward. Lift the back heel so slightly. Left hand to hip. Right knee bends. Look to the blocks. Hinge. Left hand to block. Lift your left knee. Lift your left knee and fold. And just fold to see where you can go. 2. Yeah. Drop your knee. Drop your hands. Down dog. Float your heart. Your heart is going to want to keep dropping towards your ankles and it'll feel like a stretch. Don't do it. Nicholas, I'm talking to you. Lift your heart, press your hands out, put a bend in your knees. Look at your feet. Lift your heels over the balls of your feet. Bend in the knees lots. Press your hands down and your hips up and then heels back and down. Keep your heart lifted. That's it. Bend to the knees. Lift your heels, lift your hips, press back, press down. Nice, gorgeous, Lori. Lengthen your arms. One more. Bend to the knees, heels over the balls of your feet. Lengthen your low back, lift up, lift out, drop down. Last dog. Walk your feet back so you can bring your hips right into the middle of your bolster, your blanket. Elbows under your shoulders, like the Sphinx. Rest. But rest with your heart up. Use your elbows to keep lengthening your abdomen open. Palms to the floor, fingers to the floor, thighs to the floor, feet to the floor. Imagine you're bringing your elbows as your pivot point, just like your hands that we were trying to turn to the right. See if you can widen into the outer edges of your forearm. And feel that change, elevating your chest. Make space internally. Fingertips draw your navel forward right out of your feet. Good. Elbows stay down. Pivot your hands wider. Find the outer edge of your mat if you can. If your low back shortens because you're sort of falling into your spine, use your fingertips, lengthen out and tuck your chin. Right? Then find the pubis into the floor, pubic bone into the floor, hips forward. Without crunching your low back, you can explore the chin. Lift your elbows. Chin in, use your fingertips, lengthen your spine. 3. All the way out into your toes, all the way up into the crown of your head. 2. There you go, there you go. As you bend your elbows back to the mat, pull your elbows in, pull your elbows in, pull your elbows in, pull your elbows in. Walk your elbows forward, cross your forearms, put your forehead down. Feel your breath into your belly. And as your back body relaxes, walk your elbows a step forward. How wide and how soft can you make your abdomen? And then how soft can you make the skin around your eyes and your mouth? And the hint of a smile. Good. Walk your hands forward, look forward. You're right in the middle. So my low ribs are on my blanket and my hip bones are on my blanket. And I'm sorted and I'm padded and I don't have any stuff in my way so that I can move around the sides. Walk your fingertips forward. Walk your thighs back, tops of the feet down. Lift your left thumb, lift your right thumb, lift your feet. Now turn your palms to see the floor. Draw your elbows back, tuck the chin. Inhale, reach out, look forward. Stronger feet. Exhale, draw back, tuck the chin. Inhale. Now if it puts any pressure on your low back, keep your chin into your chest and simply reach out and back. And inhale, lengthen out. Make it so juicy. The fingertips, the tips of your toes, your legs are stronger, your arms are longer. Go 3, yeah. And go 2. 1 more. Draw back, palms see the floor. Drop your palms beside you, drop your thighs. And just peel open, full cobra, thighs down, elbows in, heart high. Feel what you make. Legs are so strong, like you're still reaching out through your hand. That's it, that's it. And then belly down. You're just going to spin over onto your back. Keep your knees bent and your feet flat. And you just pause. Feel what's moving through your body. We use asana to prepare ourselves Really, what are we preparing for? We use asana to prepare ourselves to think. That's all. Feel how different your body feels and how that's affecting your thinking. Draw your right knee to your chest, interlace your fingers over the shin, just keep it close. And let that settle the right knee, the right hip. Left leg goes long, straighten it out, flex the foot. And then just draw the left heel high and back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And use that to lengthen out and widen through the low back. Let both feet be flexed. Be clear in your feet. That even when we're on our back, even when our position in the world is altered, we can be grounded. Out into the feet. Out into the feet. We've opened the legs so well today. Good. And as your left heel comes down, just bend your knee and bring your left heel towards your right hip and your right hand to reach down, catch the top of the foot, that asymmetrical bind. Walk yourself, as awkward as it might be, towards the right side of your mat, holding the top of your left foot. That might be the hardest part of the class. And then left hand on right shin. Ah. Let the left outer hip come to the floor. Let the left outer knee come to the floor. And drop your right knee wide to the right. So your left hand holding the front of the knee or the back of the thigh. That's it. Drop your knee wide to the right. To the right. That's it. Lori, go right. So take your knee and widen it away from the middle. Yeah. Oh, I see. 3. Come on, please. Yeah. Now keep that and go here. Oh, I know. I hear you. One more. We're looking for that sound. Good. Keep hold with your right hand. Take your left hand overhead. Roll to your left hip and drop your right knee across into a deep twist. Drop the left side of your head onto your outer arm. Maybe you walk your left thigh to the floor. That's it. Roll your left thigh to the floor. And your right knee's on the floor. Perfect. Drop your head. And it's as though you're reaching lightly, the right knee going wider and wider. And the left thigh opens. Straighten your right leg and come onto your belly. Keep hold of your left foot. Look forward. So the hips are square and flat. Lift your left hand. Lift your right foot. And lift your left foot in your hand. Go up. Everything you can. Everything in your world. Go up. Go up. Go up. Go up. Chin up. And all the way down we go back the way we came. Set it down. Roll to your right. Bend your right knee. Hand to thigh. Hand to the shin. Ha! As you let go, both hands free, both feet free. Set yourself in the center of your mat. Starfish, so your right heel goes to the right. The left leg goes to the left. Good. Right hand down beside you. Okay? Left foot crosses over the right ankle without moving the right ankle. Left hand overhead. Bend the elbow and put the back of your left palm to the floor. Just scoot the right chest, scoot your chest a little to the right so that the left side is opening. Last the right hand crosses the body to hold the left waist. So your right hand is trying to turn your waist to the right, and your left shoulder and left elbow is down into the floor. So it's this crazy little rinse. That's it. Your right hand is trying to peel your left waist off the floor. Good, good. And this one. Yeah. So it's this crazy. Yeah. Isn't that just like magic in there somehow? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then unfold, find neutral. Both hands down, both legs long. Notice left side, notice right side, especially around the breath. Left knee to the chest. Quietly, just bringing it in. Let your left hip be heavy. Adjust as you need to, and then the right heel comes up and down. Release the right low back and remain grounded into the soles of both feet. Keep it down, stay. Long out of the right foot, deep bend in the left knee. Let's be smart about it and move to the left side before we do anything else. Okay. So holding the left shin with your right hand, the right foot comes behind the left thigh, catch the top of your foot, and drop your right outer knee toward the floor. You just tuck your right hip under, so you're on your outer right hip. And now the left knee falls open to the left. So really it's this space up under the right shoulder that we're after. That's it. Go, Lori. That's perfect. That's the plan. Just keep exploring. Go wide. And let that open under your right shoulder. Coming to the center. Your right hand overhead. Keep your left knee bent and just roll to the outer left hip. Drop your left knee to the floor. Your right arm is long. Drop your head to your upper arm. And just keep sliding your left knee out to the left. Straighten the left leg. Look forward. Reach your right hand up. Extend the left leg. And lift the left leg. Lift the right foot into your left hand. Everything rising. 4. Press your foot into your hand. 2. Reach into fingertips, toe tips, and lie down. Hand to the floor, knee to the thigh. And then roll back. Left knee bends. Hand on shin. Stay. As you uncross, release your legs. Find the center of your mat. Heels go wide as the mat. Cross your right ankle over your left. Left hand stays down. Right hand overhead and the shoulders take a step to the left. Bend your right elbow and drop the right forearm onto the floor, wherever it needs to be to find the floor. Left hand holds your right waist. And you draw the waist towards the navel. And then you drop your right shoulder and elbow. The left hand is rinsing the body towards the left, and the right elbow is dropping towards the right, and you get this sweet internal release. So that when you relax the left hand and the right hand comes down, the heels find neutral. Just walk your feet in to lift your hips and pull your blanket right over on top of the pelvis, the thighs, the hips. And turn your palms open. Feel all the space in the chest, across the throat, under the jaw. Any tension in the low back, rather than pulling your knees to your chest, flex your feet. Draw your toes back, let your heels reach out long, and then just let the calves come off the floor and relax your feet. And that extra little length in the legs can relieve your back. When we lay on our bellies, we felt the abdomen widen and soften. So you can feel the upper back widen and soften, dropping into the floor. Soften your expression, your lips, your fingertips. As your body settles, your face, your expression opens. It lightens. Even if we are deeply held in grief, we don't hide it here. Allow sensation to surface right into the expression. Offer it out. To be held, to be seen, to be known. This will help everything we feel. Offer it up in your expression. Show it. Notice if it passes. And deepening your breathing. Make a choice for a moment. If you're settling into something necessary and indescribable in this stillness, stay for more. I have had life-altering shavasanas, but they take time. So if needed, stay. I will build a seat, and I will do a practice that allows me to take any static in my mind, in my body, in my life, and create a quality of discharge down into the ground, so that I'm left with a real sense of clarity, direction, and support. Perfect for this time of year. We'll further shift toward the winter. Both are beneficial to this moment. Be still or discharge the static. If you plan to sit, just walk your heels in and put the soles of your feet together, hands on your inner thighs, a little bit of a cobbler, and hands on the inner thighs, lightly press. Let your breath build into your abdomen, slow and full, smooth. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Hands lightly pressing the inner thighs. Draw your navel back away from your hips and down toward the floor. A little bit of traction between the hips and the heart. On your exhalation, navel to spine, a little stronger into the body. Last round of breath. Good. And releasing your hands, put your feet flat. Fold your blanket in half, front to back, so you have a long, thick rectangle, and that becomes your seat to make your way up. Any extra padding, legs are crossed, or you're welcome to sit on the edge of a chair, on the edge of a block, on your bolster, but stay warm. And just rest your hands on your thighs as you arrive, sitting tall. And deep breath in the nose and out the mouth 3 times. Scooch around in your back body, inhale up the spine, out the mouth, loosen the jaw, the lips, in the nose. Turn to the chin. We'll start with a whisper out the mouth of a huff, and then putting the lips together, we'll go out the nose. We'll just do it 19 times. Lips together, out the nose, go. A little quicker. Breath in, inhale, hold the breath nice and tall, drop your chin, lengthen the back of your neck, keep your breath. Gently release your chin and release the breath, and be still. Just a little clarity inside and outside.
We'll do 9 ohms, and the sound moves. A is in the belly, U is in the chest, M is in the head. We're using the sound to just wash through you. When we finish, we'll be very still for 1 minute, and you will feel this really sweet, silent certainty holding you. Inhale deeply. No rigidity. Held by the vibration of your own sound. Your own sound coming through your own breath. Rest in this stillness. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't move. Stillness is total awareness. An expanse that you're aware of what's inside and what's outside. A very calm relationship with what has been and what will be. The right hand rise, let the thumb and first fingertip of both fingers touch a moment. Release the right hand, 2 fingers together, the first 2 fingers fold down to the palm. Use the tip of your 4th finger and close the left side nostril. Just breathe in through the right. Use the tip of your thumb, close the right, breathe out the left. Breathe in left. Close left, breathe out right. 2, 3. In right. 2, 3. Out left. 2, 3. In left, out right, in right, out left. One more. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. In right. Out left. Let your right hand down. Pause and notice. Just feel. Right hand rising, first 2 fingers fold. Close the right side, and again, inhale left. 2, 3, pause. Out right. 2, 3, pause. In right. 2, 3, pause. Out left. 2, 3, pause. In for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out right. 2, 3, 4. In right. Out left. In left. Out right. Soft shoulders, back of the neck long, soft face. Last in right. Out left. Heart up, chin lightly in, right hand down. Just feel. An effortless quiet. Feel the weight of your hands on your thighs. Feel the weight of your seat on the floor. Feel the certainty of gravity supporting and holding your body. Trust your breath and your attention to gravity, and as you inhale, feel it draw down through the body to the seat. Exhaling all the way out through the seat into the ground. Again and again. Offer your breath and your attention to gravity. On the inhale, it draws from the nostrils down through the body to the seat. On the exhale, from the seat into the ground, that there's no work on your part. We're offering it to the support that already exists. All your troubles, right down into the ground, right out of the body, out of the inner organs, out of the bones, down into the ground. Sweep through yourself. Nothing to change, just offer your breath to gravity. Offer your body. Offer the tension of your body to gravity. Offer the arm bones and the hands, the eyelids and the jaw. Feel the freedom that remains. sensation here. Here, hold this for me. Take this. Stay with it. Because as we trust this downward energy, this apana, the opposite of prana is apana. We begin to arrive at a very natural consequence of gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. It feels better to be free of that. Thank you. And you begin, when it feels natural, allow gratitude to slide through your body and into the floor. Keep going. Whatever you've held, whatever you've carried, offer it easily. Just set it down and let the breath carry it into the ground. 30 seconds. If you are in Shavasana, make your way slowly to your seat. Keep going a little more. What else can you set down? The spine is tall and free. And then no effort in the body and no effort in the breath. Float. In this perfect balance with gravity, we are held, but we are free of what was heavy. And we float. Let your jaw drop, let your lips part. The breath goes in the nose and out the mouth 4 times. Loose and soft and small. And then be still. Deepening your breath. May we know we're always held. Always held. There is always support. Hands wide and high, bring it up. Palms together, draw the thumbs to the center of the forehead, bring it down. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, perfect peace. Namaste.
Namaste.
Have a fantastic Saturday. Thank you for your practice. All the opening, all the closing, all the left, all the right, the heating, the cooling, the rising, the falling. Let it through. Set it down. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for kundalini. So we're balancing the vayus, right? What you bring in is pranavayu. What you breathe out, what we just did now, apanavayu, that we need that wind in the body. We need that current in the body because it gives us substance and it gives us clarity. So the next 8 days we focus on that type of energy down into the feet. It allows us to balance. It allows us perspective. This is where we go. I'll see you then. Thank you for your time. Sat down.